A very warm welcome here this afternoon to name this building after James Goldston and acknowledge the debt that we have to pay to him and his vision for what an education institution could be here in Rockhampton. Can I also acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that we're meeting on today. Engineering is obviously, along with one or two other programs, including our nursing program, one of our flagship programs for this university. Universities, what are universities about? They're really about their research and their reputation. And a lot of our research output comes from within engineering, and a lot of our reputation comes from engineering and our specialities in engineering, particularly railway engineering. So it is very important to the university. I think in the coming months we're going to really be thinking about what we do with engineering on this campus, because I think we would all acknowledge that the main engineering labs on this campus have really served us very well, but it's probably time that we were looking to rejuvenate those facilities. So in the next few weeks, and I always said that we would do this by March, we will be announcing a shift round of where we're going to be putting engineering, putting those labs into a better building, and then hiring the biggest bulldozer we can find to pull the old building down. So that's all in train to move forward, and I'm working with colleagues in the faculty to move that forward. But anyway, again, many thanks for coming along this afternoon. Do enjoy this little ceremony, and hopefully I'll see some of you later on at the graduation.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. I now ask our Chancellor, Mr. Rooney Fritchie, to officially name the building.
Thanks, Ken. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a book called Academia Capricornia, which I have to admit I only just found out about. But it actually details the journey from when James Goldston started off his concept to have a university here until it actually became a university in 1992. We certainly owe him a great debt. He had 5 children, he was a railway engineer here, and he decided that this place, Rockhampton, should have a university. So he started off by going to his local engineering branch, the Institution of Engineers, and said, I think we should have a university, and he put up his proposal, and then they took that forward. And there were some pretty interesting people who were involved in that. It was accepted by the Institution of Engineers, and the Central Queensland University Development Association began its work. Sir Albert Axon, as the Chancellor of the University of Queensland at the time, became patron. The Rockhampton bishops served as vice patrons. Justice Justice of the Supreme Court, took the role of president. Other committee members included the then Mayor Rex Pilboom, who of course everybody's heard. He served as the vice president. There were 2 CSIRO scientists, F. Kennedy and Greg Turner, and then Stan Merry and Karen Ross from the Capricornia Regional Electricity Board. And many, many people were involved. Over my years with the university, a lot of people have told me that they were actually the prime mover that got this institution and that all the others helped. Well, they couldn't have all been the prime mover. There is no doubt that James Goldston was a prime mover and put huge effort into it, and it was his initial concept. So on behalf of the University Council, I'd like to officially name this building the James Goldston Building.